Okay, so I did a little bit of thinking the other day about this whole universal basic income. It's an interesting theory. I see why Hillary didn't opt for it. Well, partly because no one was really ready for it. But as we progress through the years, the automation of manufacturing jobs is going to disappear. And with that being said, well, thankfully I'm in a career field that I don't have to worry about a robot necessarily taking over my job just yet. But if and when that happens, I might be the first one to buy me one so that he can do my job. I just make money off of him. I mean, it's not a bad way, especially if I could automate and program a robot to, make decisions, make judgments, learn how to replace parts. God, that'd be a nice robot. And on a second note, he's kind of, and then I heard all this from Andrew Yang, just literally kind of started looking at the guy yesterday, found some YouTube videos that I was kind of watching, randomly scrolling through. Trump did say, yes, we'll bring back coal jobs and keep the manufacturers here, buy American, hire American, yada, yada, yada. Well, free trade is just that, free trade. We should be able to freely trade with any country that we choose, and vice versa. We should, be able to get their goods and services so long as they're quality. They're not fucking over because of cheap prices. I look at that quality versus cost every single day. When buying car parts, does the quality fit the price? A lot of times the quality is crap. People get upset because of the high price that they have to pay for a decent quality part. Well, you get what you pay for. Now, as far as $1,000 for every American, free and clear, to do what we want each month to try and spark entrepreneurship, I get that. That's pretty cool. But you got to be able to pay for it. Now, by adding a value tax, 10% of each sale or whatever have you, that's not, I guess, too bad. A lot of people will stay on their Medicaid, Social Security, food stamps. If you're already getting those things, then you can rest assured that your freedom dividend basically washes out, which is okay. I feel a lot of times that America gives people from other countries a better leg up than people that were born here, raised here, from here, which may sound one-sided, may sound, may sound racist. I'm not racist. I could care less what color you are. It's more so when, people want to play certain cards. They want to say, oh, Trump's a racist, in some instances, he can be off-putting as a racist. But at the end of the day, I do believe he has our core values in mind, our core values at heart. For the longest time in this country, immigrants have been put before natural-born citizens. That's kind of a problem for me. you should take care of your own before you take care of others. For the longest time, we've been taking care of others before we take care of our own. Shit, our own military is taking care of less than some of these asylum seekers. They live in way nicer houses than some of the veterans that I've met that have lost limbs, damn near died in battle, and they're just discarded, left to fend for themselves. Which brings me back to my point. We take care of others before we take care of our own. Which, 40, 50 years down the line doesn't produce really good results. It really ends up making a lot of people angry. I'm not salty about it. I'm not a veteran. But having family members that are veterans, I see the struggles and trials and tribulations they go through, and you would think that the government would do everything they can to make sure that they're taken care of. But no. Under Trump, it started to change a little bit, but still, we find ourselves in the middle of almost a humanitarian war on our own frontier. Whereas Democrats and Republicans and conservatives, libertarians, authoritarians, whatever race, nationality, ethnicity, cultural background you come from, there's someone else that's got an offensive view about it. There's someone else that's going to call you on it. There's someone else that's, someone's always got something to say. That's the problem with the internet nowadays, is everyone is a keyboard warrior. Why don't you throw an AR-15 on your back and go to war? I respect the men that did, and I also know my place amongst those men to not disrespect those men that fought for our freedoms and fought for our core values and our core beliefs in this country. Now, that being said it would take about $3 trillion, I think it was, $3 trillion was what the initial cost for UBI was. If $1,000 a month doesn't go that far in 2019. Hell, I can spend $1,000 in a day. And that's just normal maintenance, wear and tear on my vehicle. So I go buy a new set of tires, I can spend damn near half of that. But, there's other people that are on fixed incomes that this would really benefit. And I'm all for them not having to struggle. I have people in my family that do struggle month to month, and we're not rich, we don't claim to be poor, but we also, I'm trying to say here, there's help to those that are needed to have the help, and I'm afraid that $1,000 a month to everyone would end up bankrupting the government way faster than everyone believes it will. Especially if they don't tax at a higher rate. They say that truck jobs are about to be automated. Truckers are no longer, they're not going to have a value in the labor force anymore. There's a lot of jobs that are going to go away because of automation. And I can see that becoming a reality faster than the majority of the country probably does. If a business can automate your job and remove your ass from that seat and make more money on the back end, it's all about the bottom line. And if I pay less for labor and I keep more in my pocket, well, where would you go? Would you choose automation over, hell, they were talking about doctors that would probably end up losing their jobs to robots that can scan through an MRI faster than a human can detect more things than a human can. AI is one of the things that's driving the future. I believe it. I've witnessed it. I've played with it. I've seen it. So as we are evolving as humans, we also need to evolve our mindsets and our business practices to stay current with the times. How I'm going to start doing this is I'm going to try and automate a answering service so that I don't have to answer the phone anymore unless I really, really have to. I want to try and get a little app set up or something like that that automates the process so that I can get someone a quote much faster than me having to sit there and talk on the phone at 2 a.m. Because I got a lot of calls last night in the middle of the night. No one was stranded. Everyone just wanted a quote. Thought that because we were open 24 hours that they could just give us a call and have a mechanic come out and do a tune-up in the middle of the night. That's not how we work. Emergency services only after hours. But I understand they're up late. They saw we were 24 hours. They wanted to click and call. That's cool. I am all for that. Love when people call me. But at the same time, I don't like being woke up at 2 a.m. Because when I see the phone ring at 2 a.m., my brain automatically thinks they're in trouble. Someone needs my help. That wasn't the case last night. So, I guess the point of this whole video is really I'm entertaining the thought. I mean, we all know that more than likely either A, Donald Trump's going to win. Which, that's fine. You know, let's go 4 more years. Let's see what the fuck happens. You know, you can't do any worse than Obama didn't do. I mean, that guy didn't do shit for a number of years. All he did was fucking play golf. I mean, if you're going to win the presidency, at least work. I mean, you're getting paid $400,000 a year. Do your fucking job. Yes, he did do some things. There was a lot of things I did not agree with. I didn't go around burning down Obama signs and protesting to my heart's content because I'm not an activist. But I'm a realist. And realistically, at the end of the day, that motherfucker didn't do shit compared to our current president. I didn't vote for Trump, but I also didn't vote for Hillary. I felt that I would just be a neutral party member. We'll see what the fuck happens. He ended up winning. Everyone said, no, he can't win. He can't win. It won't happen. It happened. Oh, shit. I'm on a radar this morning. I'm gonna slow down a little. Move over. But, I mean, there's a lot of evil in the world, and while we've never had an Asian man as president, the one thing I can get around that this guy hasn't said a word of is he's not here to bash the other Democrats. He's not here to bash Trump per se. He's here to make solutions, make progress. I mean, I don't know his full agenda. I'm going to do a little bit more digging before I say, hey, I like him and I'll support him. Because I don't know. I'm still on the fence. But Andrew Yang seems to have some good math principles. And he seems to be really good with numbers. Trump was, basically a businessman, AKA bankrupt billionaire, however the fuck you want to put it. But from that standpoint, I mean, he was the best at the time that we had to choose from. It was either him or Hillary or Bernie. I'd rather burn Bernie than go with Hillary. I mean, Hillary had more suicidal friends than I ain't never seen nobody have that many friends that commit suicide. I mean, it just begs the question, is Hillary really innocent? I don't think so. I think she's been playing the Clinton machine for the last 2 to 3 decades and been getting away with everything under the sun, and no prosecutor just wants to touch them. That's my opinion. I'm sure you have your own. Leave them in the comments. Sorry this video is kind of long. I'm driving back from Dallas. I had some time to sit here and talk to my phone. Figured I would get it done, get it off my chest. I mean, for the future of our children, I have a 7-year-old and I have a 2-year-old. I'm very scared. I'm very scared of the world they're going to grow up in. I said this years and years ago when Obama was in office and my son was very small, that I was very scared for what world I was raising him in. And I'm still scared for my daughter. I mean, it's a very, very, very scary world we live in. We have to hold our loved ones close, our little ones even closer. And everybody tiptoes around on eggshells, making sure nobody pisses each other off. 2019, in a nutshell. I don't think what else. I just, kind of wanted to rant this morning. I mean, sorry I went a little political this morning, but I feel a little bit passionate about this, as I've been in, watching politics for the last couple of years. I don't really comment on it a lot or make videos about it ever, but something has me wanting to do this. Don't know why, don't know what. I'll just, leave this as it is, full, raw, unedited video, and I'll upload it to my channel. Like, share, subscribe. Let me know in the comments what you think. Even if you don't view the same opinions that I have, I'm not going to bash you for it. I'm not like that. Everyone has an opinion. Opinions are like assholes. Everyone has one. Sometimes they all fucking stink. Some of them smell like roses. That's far and few between. Other than that, hell, I think that, I got to do some more research on the guy. But he definitely seems like he knows what he's talking about. And sometimes we need someone to work smarter in this country rather than harder. Because that's always been my motto. Work smart, not hard. That's why I created a mobile mechanic business. That's why I do what I do, is because I work smart, I don't work hard. Learned years ago that, any nutless monkey can turn a wrench. It takes a smart monkey to then in turn either find a way to not turn the wrench and still make more money, or turn the wrenches and make what you're supposed to make without being in a shop. A lot of guys in the mobile industry want to charge peanuts for the same price that a shop would charge you. Don't understand why they cut themselves in the foot. I saw a guy on Facebook the other day that someone needed front brakes done, and he said he would do it for $20. Bubba, half a tank of gas is $20. If you burn through a quarter tank going there and a quarter tank going back, you made no money. I have a firm belief that as a mobile mechanic, I have it's convenience service. You conveniently do not have to tow your shit. We will come to you. If you're at work, we will come to your work. We will, do the repairs, diagnostics, whatever has to be done on site. But at the same price, you pay a premium for this expedited level of service. You don't have to wait in line at the shop. You don't have to, wait after work at the shop to get your car picked up. Your car's not at a shop for a week and a half because there's 13 other cars that came in front of you that day. It's one-on-one customer relation with the mechanic and their car. A lot of people like it. Some people don't know about it. Some people never even thought of it. All they know is that they go to the dealership every fucking day or every week to get their oil changed or whatever have you, and they just sit there in their little waiting room and they have the time to wait. A lot of people don't. I mostly deal with fleet customers, hot shotters, 18-wheelers, RVs. We try not to deal with the small vehicles, but we do also do light car and truck, medium heavy duty as well. I'll put the links to my website and everything down in the description. Let me know what you think. I apologize, this video is now past 20 minutes. If you've stayed with me this long, thank you. I'm going to try and start uploading more. Try and find something to talk about maybe every day. And start trying to get this channel some growth. I've never had a channel really grow, so help me out. Show some love. Comments below. Hit that little ding button. That way you know whenever I post a video. And as always, baby, stay frosty.